Alright, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be showing you 7 simple tips that might make you a better hitter in MLB The Show 20. So I put about 160 hours into the game as of today, and these are just some tips I've been using, some things I've been getting used to that have definitely helped me become a better hitter throughout the past few weeks. So I'm going to jump right in. So for step 1, you're going to want to create a custom game to practice. And so I'll show you how to set this up right now. So what you're going to want to do is come over to mini modes, select custom practice, and you're going to set up, I just like for instance do Yankees versus Rangers because it's a pretty easy setup based on what we're looking for, which is what I'll get to later. So when you're selecting a stadium, I prefer to play somewhere where there's not a lot of people in the stands, so the game runs a little smoother. If you go to a minor league stadium, Ship It's good. I like All-American. I usually set it to a night game, and it's just personal preference. Shouldn't make too big of a difference, but once you find a stadium you like and then a time that you like where you can see the ball well, that's what I would recommend best, because it's going to be important that you can see the ball coming in. So once you get into your custom game, you're going to want to set up, you're going to want to press create a play, go to batting, turn repeat play on, and then select Chapman as your pitcher and Joey Gallo as your batter. And so by setting this up, you're going to have a very fast pitcher against a batter with a very small PCI, which will be really good practice for going online, playing Battle Royale, playing ranked seasons or whatever. So now that you have your custom game set up, the next step is going to be to find a PCI that you like. So head into your batting and base running settings, come down to plate coverage indicator, which is what PCI stands for. And you're going to want to just mess around with these settings until you find something you like. These are my personal settings. You know, I've changed them up over the past few weeks, but anything works, just anything you prefer and works best for you. I like to keep a color that I can see well, you know, make sure it's opaque, but as far as the other options go, it's really just personal preference. Some people choose to have the outer indicators off, some people choose to have them on. It's just really up to you, and it's up to you to mess around with everything and see what you like best. It's also important that once you find a PCI you like, you stick with it for a little bit and get some practice in with it, because this will just build up your muscle memory and get you to perform a little better with whatever PCI you choose. Trust me, if you keep changing it over and over again, it's going to screw you up, especially if you're playing online. So my third step is going to be to warm up before games. When you get on, instead of hopping right into a ranked game or into a battle royale, you can go into a custom match like this, like we just set up, and warm up for 5-10 minutes just until you feel like you're ready to hit online against, you know, real pitchers. So my fourth step is going to be to know your batter. It's important that you know your batter, because if you go up to the plate thinking you can, you know, make as good contact as you did with the last guy, you could be wrong. So you have to know, you know, your vision stats, which will change the size of your PCI. You have to know your contact and power stats of what each batter you're using, and it's very important that you know from one batter to another, so you know which pitches you should be taking, which pitches you should be swinging at, and it's really important that you don't play the same way with every single batter. So my next step is going to be know who your pitcher is. So what I mean by this is you can take advantage of being able to see what pitches the person throws that you're facing. So by pressing R2, you can see, you know, Aroldis Chapman throws a 4-seam slider, sinker, and a 2-seam. So you know what to expect when you're facing certain pitchers. Some guys will throw 3 different types of fastballs like Chapman. Some guys will throw mostly off speed. And by looking at this, you can judge, you know, what you're looking for when the ball comes in, you know. So make sure, especially if there's a pitching change, you look at what pitches the other guy has. Not only what pitches they have, but if you look at, there should be a blue circle surrounding each pitch. The higher that blue circle is filled in, is the higher confidence they have in that pitch, which makes it more accurate when they throw it. So by looking at this confidence level, it might help you figure out what pitch is going to come next. Generally, people are going to throw the pitches they have high confidence in. So if I look and see, you can't see offline, but if I'm online and I see, okay, this guy has a high confidence in his 4-seam, I'm going to expect it and try to sit on that, which brings me to my next step. So my next step is to pick a pitch and sit on it. And if you don't know what that means, is basically expect that pitch, and if you don't get it, either take the pitch, make an effort to get a good check swing. In a 0-0 count, 1-0, you know, counts where you're being aggressive and you're looking for a pitch to hit, pick a pitch that they have in their arsenal and sit on it. This helped me a crazy amount in the past few weeks. Once I started doing that, I felt so much better about hitting, so much more confident, and I started hitting a lot more home runs for sure. So by picking a pitch and sitting on it, it gives you a little more time to react to what pitch is going to come in instead of just making a guess as he throws it. If you're ready for it and if you're predicting what's going to happen next, then it'll make it a lot easier to make contact. So my last step is going to be patient. And I know it sounds a bit cliche, but it's really important that if you're in, the 6th, 7th inning of a ranked game and it's a close game, you don't want to get antsy, you don't want to start swinging at things you shouldn't be swinging at. You need to be patient, and you need to know that the other pitcher has a confidence level. And if you see Chapman's going to be low because I've been hitting against him for a bit. But if you look at the blue bar that says confidence, the lower that is, the better you hit off of them. And so you need to be patient, especially when their confidence level is low, because you'll make a lot better contact. So that means taking pitches, being okay with getting into a 0-1, a 1-1 count before you make an aggressive swing. This also leads to the pitcher wasting pitches and losing energy faster. You'd rather have a guy throw 60 pitches over 3 innings than throw 30 pitches over 3 innings. It'll just make him go to his bullpen quicker, and it'll just make the game play out in your favor. So I hope you guys learned something from my experience. This has just been what's helped me get better as a hitter over the course of the past few weeks. Haven't had much else better to do, so I've just been grinding out ranked seasons, battle royale. I went 12-1 a couple weeks ago and got Mike Trout, which was just a big confidence booster for me on this game. And once you just keep practicing and start getting a muscle memory for your PCI, getting a feel for who your hitters are, things get a lot easier. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it if you leave a like, leave some feedback or whatever, and let me know if these hitting tips worked for you.